One of the most interesting things I learned during the tour was the fact that the gladiators, it was not that dangerous of a job. I think we always think of the gladiators as always being a life or death fight, and that really wasn't the case at all. In fact, most of the fights were not fought to the death. Most of them were just actually refereed, and a referee at some point would come in and stop the fight. Um, the gladiators themselves did not know until they were in the arena whether their match was going to be a life or death match, which is fascinating to think about the psychological element that must have had on them, the night before and leading up to it, especially the night before. How do you sleep not knowing if it's going to be your last day, your last night on Earth? So the death rate obviously was not that high among the gladiators. In fact, most of them that did die were killed due to infection post-battle, from their wounds. And when you look at the times, you know you had occupations such as being a Roman soldier that had a significantly higher death rate. I believe the guide said I almost want to say 90%, probably a little bit lower, maybe 80%. It was something else astounding like that, possibly 70%. So I believe I don't know certainly what the death rate for the gladiators was, but I believe it was 20% or lower, if I remember correctly. So, they had a very good outlook, if you will, to as terms of if you were more of a physical man as opposed to going into the Roman army to be a gladiator would have been a better chance of survival.